Welcome everyone. Welcome. How are you today, lovely people? How are you today? It is a beautiful day in Adelaide, Australia. I've woken up. I've had my lemon water and my espresso. Just as I was saying, how is everyone today? G'day, Jade. Thank you for the beautiful. Thank you for the card. Beautiful. Brianna. G'day, Margaret. How is everyone? Welcome, welcome, welcome. What a day. What a day. The sun's, well, actually, it's a little bit overcast, but it's warm. It's supposed to be like 27 or something, or 29 today. So it'll get warm in the afternoon. The clouds are out, so it might get a bit humid, but that's okay. Because I got air conditioning in where I'm at, but I probably won't use it. I'm good. I'm great, Margaret. I am great. I am great. Who is not great? And if you're not great, why? That's it. Yeah. So people, I guess I better. Cindy's. I think she's busy today. I haven't seen her, my production manager. So I'm gonna have to. It's been a while. I'm gonna have to do some stuff myself. So people, if you could share us out, that would be much appreciated. I'm about to do the same. I'm about to do the same thing. Okay, I just got to switch profiles. Let's see, am I on the right profile? Oh, I'm on the wrong profile. I'll just share myself out. And people, if you could do the same, that'd be much appreciated. Exchange of energies. And I will start with a group reading for everyone. That means you. And that person next to you. There's no one next to you. My God, then who am I seeing? And then we will get down into a business. I'm just doing some shares for myself. Because, self-love. We've got to love ourselves first. So we're going to share ourselves out. That's it, and get out there. So how's everyone going? What a time we live in. All the energies floating about. It's just been absolutely awesome. It's so exciting. People, don't worry. Don't overstress. Everything is how it should be. And it's okay. It's okay. No pressure. Just a little, but that's what makes it fun, doesn't it? That's what makes it fun. Okay, people, I'm just sharing out. Let's see. Okay. Just sharing. Okay, I'm still sharing. Still sharing. Still sharing. Okay, still sharing. Bloom, 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 bloom. I heard a noise. People just sharing out. I'm just sharing out. If you could do the same thing, that would be awesome. And that's it. I am done sharing. I don't think I overshared. Let's see, what cards am I feeling today? I can use a bit of those. I can use a bit of those. Where are those ones? These ones. Yep. And these ones. Okay, people. I've just got some. I've got to put some. I better put my PayPal up, because you people are just so generous, and you want extended readings that I can't leave you out, can I? So I better. So what have you people been up to today? Is it nighttime where you are? Is it daytime? Let's see. I'll just got to go into my page on here. There you are. Intuitive focus. Okay. I'm just trying not to send me stars, because people send me stars and donate, and I have no idea what they are. I'm like, yeah, stars. Yeah, and plus PayPal takes its cut. Stuff PayPal. Blessed PayPal. I mean, Bless Facebook. I don't know why. Okay. 7. Well, Margaret, that's a great time, isn't it? You just sort of chilled. You're doing your thing. You're just relaxing. Everything's happening. Night here playing with my daughter. Awesome. How about letting her go to bed? That's it. Mom, you're keeping me up all night. I'm trying to sleep. Okay. So how we got? Hey Annette, how you going? Phoenix City, Alabama, USA. Nice. Morning in Adelaide. People get onto the medical medium. He's good man. This is got a cold pressed juice. This is celery juice made with love. Great cleansing, great for energy, great for everything. And I'm not a big celery fan. I don't eat celery. I'm not a fan of celery, but the celery juice is fine. You get used to it. Okay, people, group reading for everyone. I just do pop. I don't do Jade. I don't do them like clockwork anymore, like I used to. I just do them when I feel like it. I let the universe decide. Okay, I will start with a group reading for every. Wait a sec. I better double check this. Okay, 5 seconds. 5 seconds. You get a PayPal line just in case someone donates for a reading. I'll be like, I don't know. And I'm like, I don't know. No, PayPal. I am not a robot. Do I look like a robot? That does not compute. Okay. I am in. Awesome. Okay, beautiful people. Okay, great reading for everyone. Does others 9 p.m. That's not too late, is it? Yeah, it's Friday here, Friday morning. That's it. Sorry, you're in Pommy land. You're in England. You're behind the ball, man. In Australia, we're here first. New Zealand's here first. We're the latecomers. Hey, Kate. Amanda. Look what the catfish dragged in. How you going? How you been there, girl? How you been? Friday, yeah. Is Friday. Is it you got a day off Friday? So is that fishing day? Is that where you grab your man and go fishing? That's it. And are you tagging and releasing still those fish that you catch? Or giving them blinging the fish and then recording it and then releasing it. Yeah, that's it. Because you want the world to be a prettier place, so let's give the fish some bling. Hey Louise, how you going? Hey Steffi, how you going? Hey Steffi, there's a new thing that StreamYard's got now. That if I invite someone on, you come on as a guest, you can just stream to your own thing. They just brought that in new. So if you want to jump on, man, you're not doing anything, jump on. Okay. Oh, look, Steffi. They're going to give you what? Oh, friend request. Steffi, they could be good, man. The spammers. You never know. Just give them some money and they'll be good. I got the flu, so no fishing. Yes, all the fish are still going back after a quick hello. Do you ever get a big one and go, yeah, that's going for the fry pan? Do you, Amanda? I don't know. But when I used to go fishing, I used to go on the jetties and I used to get I'd usually catch a lot of mackerel, but squid. I used to love the squid. And then I watched was it My Octopus the Teacher on Netflix? That's a great. And then I'm like, oh no, I can't eat them now. I stopped eating them ages ago. G'day Tina, how you going? Got a friend. Yeah, I've don't worry about that. It's just a spammer. You know the deal. I've already blocked them. So Okay. Let me just light my incense, and then I will start with a group reading. Did you want to come on, Steph? You're welcome to come on, man. Yeah, welcome. I'll send you the thing if you want. Let's see if I can find it. I don't know what you're up to. Okay. Were you guys on the road? Okay. Group reading is doing amazing. Love it. Love it. Amazing. So you should be. Every day is amazing. Okay, people. Interesting. Hey, Cindy, how you going?
Hey, Brooke, I just got home.
Did you?
Yeah, I took Mum shopping.
Okay. Oh, that's good. Do you remember to get coffee?
Oh, yeah, 3 jars.
3 jars. There you go. Jars? It should be get instant. Okay. No comment. I'm on the. I got the percolator, so yeah, I'm off instant coffee. I only drink it when I'm desperate. But yeah, I get desperate. What? I'm busy drinking coffee. Send the link. I have a few things to do. I might come on. Oh, well, thank you for your grace. Thank you for your grace. If it's not too out of your time.
Ban stuff.
We can if you can if you want.
Oh, bloody booty's butt out.
Oh, no. Okay. Thank you, Cindy. I'll talk to you later.
Yep.
Okay.
Get on with it.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, people, a group reading for everyone. Okay, look, people, it's time. It's really time. Okay, look, where our minds are at the moment, where our hearts are, there's a bit of preparation involved at the moment. Okay, because we got, like, I think on the 22nd, we got a big collision of the heavens and a big alignment coming up. The energies are building. So, people, this is really a time to focus on oneself, to center oneself, to get the alignment. Okay, stop worrying about the external. Okay, because everything is coming along at the moment to distract people. I've got distractions that people are coming for to distract you, but okay, because there's a lot. So whenever something comes in at the moment, people, you're being asked to stay neutral. Just okay. Don't get overexcited. Don't get underexcited. Just go, okay, yeah, that's interesting. Okay, so this is talking about centering at the moment, harnessing that mystic power. I've got the main card. I've got the Oracle waiting for information. That's people. Stuff's changing. Energies are changing, and things are going to come in. But what we need to do is we need to prepare ourselves at the moment. It's a big preparation point. There's a big convergence of timelines, planets, everything. Is coming. There's a shift coming soon, a powerful shift. Okay, and if we're going to be distracted, we're going to be distracted. But at the moment, whatever you're coming along, okay, stay focused, stay centered, and be neutral. Okay, because underneath the be neutral card, I've got High Priestess, harness the mystic power. That's saying stand in your power. You know all this stuff. When the distractions come across to take us off our path, to make us worry about stuff that's really not important. Some stuff needs to be dealt with, but at the moment you're being asked to stay neutral, okay? To stay, yes, Tanya, to stay grounded, to stay in that heart space, okay? So stay neutral, people. I mean, this is the thing about being present and being in the moment is you should be neutral anyway, and not letting circumstances dictate your attitude or dictate your emotions. They're only emotions. Okay, just because we feel sad, it doesn't mean we're sad. Just because we feel happy, it doesn't mean we're happy. We feel these things. Okay, we can flip them. But the action card I've got for people is be open to healing information. So people, this is also saying, look, I've got the high perspective card, I've got the big picture card, I've got the medicine guardian card coming up. These are both inverted. This is saying that, there's stuff coming up that people, this is why we've got to remain neutral, because when we have attachment to certain things, we go, oh, I don't like that, push it away. Oh, I like that, bring it forward. But at the moment, there's healing information that is coming up. Okay, there's information people are meant to heal. So there's stuff that's coming up that needs to be dealt with. Okay, and it seems yucky and we push it away sometimes. But at the same time, this stuff comes up for a reason, and we're here to have a look at it. Okay, because there's a lot of stuff coming up in people's lives at the moment. People are like, oh, I'm stressed, I don't want to deal with it. We've got to deal with it, because that's why it's coming up. It's coming up out of our cup. It's bubbling up. It's coming up to the surface to be dealt with. And I've got too many people that are pushing stuff aside at the moment and going, no, don't like it, too hard basket, and pushing it aside. And if we do that, then we can't, it makes it hard to heal. And that's what we're here to do, people. We're here to heal. We're here to shed. These things are coming up for a reason. And this reading here is just a reminder to say, people, when the stuff comes up, you've got to deal with it. It's here to be dealt with. Okay, in the big picture of things, we need to release this. Otherwise, we carry thought forms, we carry baggage. Okay, we carry ideals that don't serve us. And when it comes to, and it's not all about just going out and chasing gifts and tuning in. It's about releasing the stuff that has been controlling us all our lives, right? It's about freeing our mind, freeing our soul, freeing our spirit. And this stuff comes up. And the moment spirit wants us to look at it, our own spirit, our own self wants us to look at it, because it wants to be dealt with. Okay, because if we don't deal with this stuff, then the healing can't come in. When the healing can't come in, okay, we're still feeding distortions to other people. We're still, more importantly, we're feeding distortions to ourselves. And then we wonder why we're having troubles manifesting what we desire. We wonder why we struggle. Okay, because we've got distortions, and this is good that everything's coming up at the moment when we want this stuff to come up. Okay, and it's not always fun, but sometimes it needs to be looked at. And right now, I've got spirit saying, "Come on, bring it up. The time's now," and that information will come through. I was talking to someone last night, and they were struggling. They were struggling with a certain principle, a certain terminology. And I said, look, there's nothing wrong. Okay. But where your resistance is where your perspective is, where you're looking at things. Okay. So it's something you heard, you go, yeah, well, that doesn't make sense to me. Okay. Just keep the healing, keep the shedding. And then you'll start to see things from a distant perspective as you grow, as you move forward, as you take on more information. Okay, but it's about clearing it all out at the moment. Okay, this is a time of purification, people. This is a time of purification. This is a time of release. Okay, because there's new stuff coming. There's always new stuff coming. Okay, but there's no room for it when we've got all these constructs. So it's about being neutral and shedding it. Someone says something against your belief system, don't go, oh, that's not you. Go, okay, interesting. Okay, does it fit? It might fit for me now, it might fit for me later. Okay, people, it's about getting out of reaction mode, okay, because the time of healing's here. But we've got to allow it in, and we've got to allow it in by shedding and dealing with it, okay? And the underlying energy for the group reading is gathering around the power of the community. There's people around there who can assist you, okay? Get a mentor. Okay, or be a mentor. You can do that. You can have a mentor that's a mentor to someone, and someone that's a mentor to. We're all mentor. I mean, all mentors. So there's people around you that can assist you. Ask the universe to bring them in, or get off your butt and ring them. Say hello. G'day, Laurie. That was a group reading for everyone. So take what resonates and what doesn't resonate. Throw that flower, that one there. It's not doing much. It's just sitting there, trying to look pretty. Okay. Awesome. Okay, people. Okay, people, I have a extended donating to that's it, Laurie. Hassle that Amanda. She needs it, man. Give her a hassle. She's good for it. Okay. So I better go and check what the number is. Let's see. Oh, you know what it is? It's there it is. I'll just give it to Cindy. So people, we're going to give away a free reading between 40 and 60. Okay, so people, if you would like, we've got the first giveaway to give away, courtesy of, what's his name? Healing with Steffi. So, people, if you would like an extended reading courtesy of Healing with Steffi, he has graciously donated, paid it forward because he loves you, people. But mainly the coffee drinkers. He's a bit funny with the tea drinkers. Okay, so if you're a coffee drinker, pick a number between 40 and 60, and whoever gets the magic number will get the magic reading. Okay. Emma, he's so very beautiful hearted is Steffi. Yeah. Don't say it to his face, he'll go straight to his coffee. No, I'm just raising him. That's it. Spam, Tina. Spam. Spam like your reading depends on it. Awesome. Okay. It's okay, Tina. You got it. 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 Okay. Messages for Tina. Okay, Tina. Just try to focus yourself center yourself as much as you can. And just relax. Tina, grounded. Tina, centering is a priority for you at the moment. Centering, grounding. Okay. There's always stuff going around us. There's always a lot of stuff that we got to deal with. There's always people. There's always stuff going on. Okay. That's not going to change. But at the moment, okay, like I was talking to someone about mirroring not long ago. And they were struggling with mirroring, saying, well, when I meet someone being an asshole, does that mean that I'm like, no. But this goes back to our core. Okay. So there's frustration in yourself. Okay. And when we have frustration in ourselves of the way we're going about things, okay, we see all the we see that out in front of us. So we see the things that frustrate us. Okay. So that becomes our focus. So at the moment you're being asked to go inside and go, what's frustrating me? What am I frustrated about? And we can choose to do something about it. We can choose to not do something about it. But at the moment, okay, you're too far looking around at where you want to be, and you're missing what's in the present. Because that's what we do, is we strip back. The whole point is to strip back all the stuff, all the beliefs, what we want to do, and we focus on what's in the moment. Because when we don't focus on what's in the moment, we miss the interface to the universe. And this is the programming. This is the big programming that we all have to break. Okay. And the first card I've got for you on your main pile is I've got the Winter card. Tina, this is taking care of your needs. This is about self-nurturing. It's time to step it up a level. We get so busy and caught up in everything. And, if that's where our focus is, see, when we become present and we get out of our heads and we focus on the moment, we're able to do all these things and still focus on ourselves. Okay? But the universe is telling me, or I'm telling me, okay, until you start really taking care of yourself, this is how you heal yourself. Okay, I got the cause and effect, bridging the Winter card and the inverted Medicine Guardian. This is saying the universe is saying, Tina, you want the healing, you want the stuff to move forward, you want stuff to change. It starts with healing with you. It starts with going inside oneself. Okay, so this is about focus. This is about bringing, we hear all these things and focus on myself, spend some time working on myself and being in the moment. But how much of us actually try to really practice that? We really got to push ourselves, because we've got minds that are going 100 miles an hour, and at the moment you're being caused. So every part of the day, like you might say, I'm thinking of something else. Snap yourself out. Okay, back to the moment. What's going on in front of me? Okay, because that's where the interface is. Yeah, that's where the interface is. And what happens is when we got stuff in our head, Tina, we're so far thinking about other stuff that we're like, yeah, I'm in the moment, I'm listening to what they're saying. But what we're doing is, because we've got other stuff going on, is we're only using a fraction of the interface, just a very minute amount, to be in the present. Okay. And you want to see everything in the present. You want to see the magic unlock. We got to create that space. We got to create that space in the present. So then we can pick up on what the universe is telling us, what the energies are telling us. Okay. What the soul is saying when we're speaking to, if we're worried about this and that, and we're like having a conversation with someone, when you can become fully present, then you can start to see their soul. You can start to see them for you, that they are just the same as you. Okay. And that's when the magic starts happening. It's about freeing up that space. But to free up that space, that we've got to do that work on ourselves and take care of your needs. This means you've got to take care of yourself. You've got to get yourself, because the more effective, the more you can heal yourself, the more you can dive deep and free yourself. You're going to suddenly be interacting with someone else in your life, and you're just going to see exactly that for what they're going through. Okay, and it's going to make sense, and then you're going to become that much more effective with dealing with the people around you, and they're not going to have that negative effect on you. It's not going to throw you off, because at the moment your main action card is inverted. Grow within your current situation. This is your higher self sitting there with its arms crossed, going, Tina, come on, you know this. Tina, come on. We've got to do it. There's no way around it. See, look, I was just saying your higher self sitting like this, and look, the bull-headed card came up, and he's got his hands crossed. Okay, there's confirmation, Tina. There's confirmation that your higher self, okay, being bull-headed too. That's when sometimes it's also about just letting go of stuff. It's not about being right. It's not about being wrong. It's just about accepting for things for what they are. And that's the whole part of gratitude. People like gratitude, giving thanks. Gratitude is giving thanks for everything that's happening right now. And we've got to do that. In our hearts, we've got to accept everything that's going on is meant to be happening and be thankful for it. And find the lesson, Learn, observe. Okay, it doesn't matter if it's good, bad, whatever. It's all there for us. And to truly sit in that heart space and be thankful, no matter what's happening, that is true. That's the true essence of gratitude. Okay? Because if we can work through this, I've got the shapeshifter here. Transform and unveil your gifts. Unveil everything. Okay, so transformation's there, but it's on your it's up to you at the moment. It's up to you. Okay, because once again, I've got underlining energy. Okay, a time for healing. This is inverted. The open healing information, that's inverted. You're the healer. Okay, but we've got to take the steps. Cause and effect card. Okay, that was your reading, a courtesy of Steffi. I hope it helped you, Tina. This is what we're all going through. It's beautiful stuff. We have to free ourselves from our own bullshit, because I'm full of shit. We're all full of shit, aren't we? We gotta tip that bag out, so we're less full of shit. I'm pretty sure I'm less full of shit. That was a great reading from. Oh, sorry, that was a donated reading, Tina, from. Okay, I better check the thing. Check my thing. My phone's going weird. My phone's still weird. Okay, where's Steffi? He is where he is at. I don't know. He's got a link. He can come in. What, Tanya? I'm not. That's it. It's only Brooke. Don't worry about it. Thank you, Tanya. No, that's okay. That's okay. I don't mind. I'm just kidding. Okay, Jade, are you still there? Hey, Emma and Jade, are you still there? Are you still there, Jade? You are. Oh, Jade said good night. Oh, yep. Okay. Oh, doing your car, man. Doing your car. No, it's okay. Okay. I have a reading to give away. Who am I going to pick? Let's see. I'll look at the people that came in first. Amanda, are you there? I got Amanda, then Annette, then Kate. Do you want a reading? Do you want a grilling? Something to cook your fish on. You don't mind to read, Emma? Well, that's nice. That is nice. I will try to get to who I can get to. Okay. Okay, let's see what is up for Amanda. Okay, Amanda. Send it to yourself, Amanda. Amanda, there needs to be some more deep digging. Okay, I got the unveiling. Okay, I've got that. There's a lot of there's in here. There's information. I've got the undeserving villains inverted. So this is telling me this is where the undeserving villains is. It's when someone's trying to help us or we're trying to help ourselves, but there's something we're telling ourselves that is just it's not a truth. Okay, so this is talking about, when we we sort of cater to our ego, and so this is basically the ego's sort of stepping in some thought form at the moment for you, and it's telling yourself what you want to hear, not what you need to be here. So you can get deeper, dig deeper into it, because I've got be a curious creature around that. Okay, it's time to be curious, time to dig deep. Okay, and my heart seems very tense at the moment. Is there some sort of heartache happening around with you at the moment? Look, everything. Look, the universe is what it is. It does what it does. Okay, and I'm just getting there's some resistance. There's something that you're struggling to deal with at the moment, to process. Okay, and this is causing you a lot of frustration. Amanda, it's okay. I'm getting stress, burden, and heavy heart at the moment. Okay, and it's causing a lot of frustration. But it's coming to a point, Amanda, where you're being asked to take how do you want to deal with it? How are you going to choose to deal with it? Okay, because I've got that there's some thought forms inside of your head, and you're like, yeah. And when that heart space is hurting, sometimes it's really hard for us to tune into our own heart space, to give us that freedom, to give us that to give us that love that we need to process something. And at the moment, it just seems a little bit all over the place. Okay, there's some stuff that you're not saying. But it's time to choose how you want to go about it at the moment. Okay, because your intuition and your comfort zone, your intuition, the unknown and the unknown and the known are arguing with ourselves at the moment. Okay, this internal battle at the moment, because your main action card, I've got take note of intuitive messages. Okay, this is about giving yourself more grace. This is about giving yourself more love. This is about, look, okay, just this intuition's coming in, trying to guide you. It's trying to guide you to go, come on, Amanda, we gotta do something about this. Okay. But it feels like the pain and the heartache's winning at the moment. And the love's trying to come in, and we've got to do that. We've got to focus on that love space. We've got to focus on that heart space and just bring that love in. Okay. So we can give ourselves the grace to deal with these things. We got to create that space of clarity. We go like, I want the information to come in. I need guidance. I need that information to come in. And sometimes we just got to bring that love in and bring ourselves into alignment. So then everything else can start lining up for us to see. Okay, because there seems to be a lot of stress, and this is gonna wrap itself up. But this will wrap itself up. Okay, this, whatever you're going through, is coming to the end of its cycle. Okay, how long it lasts and how much you stress or go through, that depends upon you. Okay, you're going to make a choice about how you want to deal with this. Do you want to dig deeper? Do you want to focus on that heart space? It's like the universe, the intuition card invent. This is the universe saying, "Go, Amanda, snap yourself out of it. You're in control at the moment. You are truly in control. How do you want this to play out? How do you want your healing to play out? How do you want your thought process to play out? Because you hold all the cards. So this is time to stand in that power, Amanda. Stand in that power and exercise your right. Okay? These are the empowering times. You know, we get all this stuff and we're like stressed. And then we can feed the stress. And sometimes we need to sit in that stress, Amanda. We need to sit in that wallow and acknowledge it. Okay? That's fine. It's all okay. It's all okay. But there comes a point where we're going to like, go, come on, I can't. Till we get to the point where like I can't keep going on like this. I can't keep thinking like this. I can't keep feeling this energy like this. And then we're going to shift ourselves. And their intuition's like, come on, shift. And it's hard. And we're going to step forward and we're going to make those shifts. We're going to put in that effort. You know, catch our minds and go, what am I doing again? Snap ourselves out of it. Don't beat ourselves up. Snap ourselves out of it. So this is the space in the mind and the heart, the battlefield for you at the moment. Okay, Amanda, where you just gotta keep. Oh, wait a sec. Snap yourself out of it. Okay, what should I be doing? And we don't feel like doing what we need to do sometimes because we're feeling the other thing. Okay, this is the battle. This is the lesson. This is us steering, you know, like you're in the car and you're like, oh, it's all money and the car's all just all over the place. We're going to steer ourselves out. And it still feels bad, but we're going to steer ourselves out onto the good ground where the car's going to handle better. Okay. So just hang in there. Just hang in there. Don't put up your own shit because we're all good at that. Me, myself, and I included. Okay. And okay, because our cup's so big, and well, we can either expand the cup is one thing, but there's a lot of overwhelming energy, but that's around you at the moment. Okay, it's time to dig deep. It's time for you to dig deep and go, wait a sec, come on, I can dig myself out of this. Okay, I hope it's helped you, love. And that reading was donated by the truly amazing lady who I don't think she's had a birthday this year for some reason. Hello.
Hello.
How you going?
I'm good, mate. I'm on my phone, mate. I got to use my phone today. Hang on a sec. I got it, and I can't work
Okay.
out. I just realised I'm not on cam.
Ah.
There we are.
And you thought this? Here I was thinking that you had, man. See, all these. Everyone was like, "He's got it all together, man." And like, I don't know, on the phone. It's just. How are you today?
I am good. Good morning, everyone. I'm looking over this way because my laptop's here, my phone's over this end. So.
You can turn your phone on sideways, and then you'll come in.
I'm not gonna. If I start touching this phone, let's see. Phone on its side.
Yeah.
If my phone stays on its side. Yeah, no. Okay, I'm also upside down. I'm not going to play around with it. I got it going, so that's fine. It's good.
Okay.
Leave it there.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah. Leave it. The phone's fine.
The phone's meant to be as the phone's meant to be. Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. Hello, everyone. Hello. I'm fine. I'm good. Cindy does not ban me. She could ban me. Good morning, Cindy.
Good. I reckon we leave it up to the people, shouldn't we? What do you reckon, people?
Hello, Amanda.
We can. What do you reckon, people? Who do you want to be banned? You have the power. You have the power, people. On this show, I give you the power. You can ban who you like.
How is everyone this morning? How are you, Brooke?
Yeah, good. Good.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah,
Interesting.
Good. You're looking good.
Yeah. And my cat is the classic. You know how you'll be in one of those deep dreams and the universe wants you to remember it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and my cat's like, wake up. And I'm like, what? I'm like, okay. Interesting. Because I always like have a dream about something and then you go for all the symbolism. And I mean, I had a dream. It was someone else's car. In someone else's car, I was taught they wanted me to do something, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Not interested. And then a kangaroo came in to their car and got stuck in a grapevine. I thought, ooh, very interesting.
Kangaroo represents moving forward because kangaroos can't jump backwards.
And nurturing and mothering.
Yeah, and vehicle, vessel. Movement. Yeah. So someone else's
vessel.
That's right. And they were trying to convince you to do something that you weren't comfortable with.
Yep.
And the kangaroo comes and said, "Move forward," because that must have been something to do with the past.
And the grapevine represents
the
prosperity.
Collective.
Yeah.
Well, the grapevine also represents the connections. We heard it on the grapevine, so they're all connections. That's the web, if you like, or the ethereal aspect of connecting to others. You connect in the grapevine, which is just a metaphorical communication, spiritual communication, if you like, or telepathic communications.
Interesting. Okay. Should we run a lucky number? Who is it? I've been having the weirdest dreams last few weeks. Remember bits and pieces.
Past few weeks, the energies have been intense. There's a lot of vibrations, a lot of frequencies happening, a lot of things that have been coming to the surface. The deeper we come to ourselves, or the closer we come to ourselves, the more we're connecting to those energies, and those energies need to express themselves in particular ways. They'll use the symbolism that we're used to and understand. So we get those dreams because somehow, one way or other, we do understand what the dream means and what it's representing for us. But it's being centered again. It's all about being centered, being clear with yourself, and having the right intent. Now, I state that's the right intent. It's irrelevant. Having the intent, the messages come through, because the energies at this moment are trying to reach. Well, not trying. I shouldn't say trying. They are actually reaching everyone. It depends where each person's focus is.
Okay, Tanya. That is extremely interesting. Let's have a look at this. That about the cat playing harmonica. Harmonica, according to the internet, playing harmonica in dreams is it a dream? If it's in dream, it talks about coming into joyful moments.
Mm-hmm. Joy. Look, there's a lot of good. There's a lot of positive. Where we keep our focus, where focus goes, energy grows.
And validation.
What am I reading it?
Okay. It talks about moving into the harmonica talks about coming into some good spaces, but at the same time, it talks about validation, that we need validation. Oh, this is real. Your cat was playing a harmonica. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. What are you asking me? Where is your video of it on TikTok of your cat playing a harmonica? Or you're playing a harmonica? I don't know. I don't know anymore. But it seems like
Alison.
Hey, Alison.
Dreams are a lot more than your past.
Are you playing
the mind can't comprehend a lot of things, so it shows a lot of things that we have done to bring a message through. Whether you want to consider that to be the past or not, it's up to you.
Okay. Oh, you play harmonica. Yeah, I haven't got the lungs for playing harmonica at the moment. I can't. Too much sucking in. Okay. Hey, get on to type in like when I'm having my morning coffee, if I remember a dream, I'll look for the symbolism, dream meaning for such and such. Have a quick look, see what resonates, see what jumps out, see how that relates. And I said I got up and I looked up. I knew what the vehicle was. I knew the other parts, but I looked up what is a kangaroo? What's the symbolism of a kangaroo? What's the symbolism of the grapevine? Because it seems to me that person is stuck in trying to move forward. That means they're headed for, they're still in destination focus, not in the moment focus. Oh, curry. Yum. Love curry. Okay, I'll just see if we got any people. If you want a guaranteed reading, exchange of energies, please donate. Would be much appreciated. Oh, Steffi, did you see that when you come in, if you go into settings, you can now, they've put a thing in that you come on my show, you can now go into settings and stream it to your page.
Yeah, okay. I won't do anything like that on the phone. I've got a couple of little buttons in front of me. It's on the phone. I'm not going to try it. I can't read the messages on the phone. That's why I keep looking at my laptop.
Yep. Okay.
All's good at this moment. We'll work at it next time.
Okay, Kate. Kate, I will give you a reading courtesy of the lady who cannot be banned. Okay. Kate, if I could just get you to focus on your heart space, please. Take a big breath in through your nose. As you breathe out, imagine all the energy just moving down out of your feet into the ground. Do that a few times for me, and then focus on that heart space. You're not getting sore joints at the moment? Okay. Okay. there's stuff that you want to do. Okay. Stuff that you've been talking about, you're telling people. Okay. Time to step into it, Kate. Time to step into it. Okay. There's some action that needs to be taken. You're talking about it to people. Hey, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And you're saying, mate, this is like, there seems to be a bit of a sitting on the fence as far as moving towards that. And the universe wants you to start moving towards some of the stuff, to start talking about it less to some of the people. Okay. And the universe is saying, come on, Kate, take that authority, make it happen. Make some of these things happen. Okay. Really want you to start making some stuff happen. Because what we do is we go, oh, you know, even a lot of people misread this sometimes. They just go with the easy path and they go with the easy flow. Oh, yeah, I'm flowing with the universe. Okay. And sometimes the universe does want us to have some resistance. Okay. To learn something. Sometimes we've got to put in the hard yard. And we just go through the path of least resistance. And then we just end up where we end up. But at the same time, it feels like there's stuff that you know you should be doing at the moment and you're avoiding it. All the information's in your head. All the information's in your heart. There is wisdom there. But it's like you're not heeding to the information that's coming. Okay? Because you're a smart cookie. You know the go. You know what's going on. Okay? You do see through the illusion. But this is what's happening is the ego. The ego is winning the game against your higher self, against that small, still voice. Okay? So if you ever have to justify something, that's the ego. Okay? When you're forced to look at yourself and what you bring to the table, that's the inner self. That's the higher self. That's the universe. That's the soul saying, come on, come on, come on. At the moment, it feels like every time it feels like there's stuff that you're going, okay, the universe just wants you to start taking authority in some of these actions and take account. It's about bringing account. It's about accountability for you at the moment. That you're accountable for everything that's happening in your life, regardless of what anyone else is bringing to the table. And I want you to see that. Why? Because I've got two cards here. One's that are saying, take authority. Okay? Take accountability, take authority, and they're both inverted. One of them's inverted, one of them's not. The one in your main pole is inverted. You're in the driver's seat of your experience, Kate. But you need to start that wisdom, that internal wisdom. Because I got your main action card, I got the High Priestess. This is saying you know this stuff. Deep down inside, you know what you must do. You know what needs to be done. The universe is saying, hey, you're not acting upon it. Your intuition's saying, hey, I'm trying to get through. But, when our intuition pops in and the ego pops in, the ego is winning at the moment. And your soul's screaming out to go, hey, hey, hey. Well, technically it's still you, but other voice. Otherwise we keep repeating we keep going and repeating these same cycles. And it's about using the knowledge and using the wisdom and taking action to break these cycles. And until we break these if we don't break these cycles, we will go around and around to the day we die, going through the same cycles. I've seen it happen with the people around me. That's their choice. That's their experience. If you believe in reincarnation, they'll be coming back to go through all that shit again because they never integrated it. They never learnt it. And we're here to learn, to integrate, to experience, to grow. That's the whole point of this experience. And the universe is saying, Kate, do you want to keep going through this stuff? Or do you want to move forward? Because we can go to reader after reader that, you know, tarots are powerful cards, but a lot of people go to them so they can just tell us what's going to happen next. When's this going to change? When's this going to change? When you change. Okay? They're giving you alternate timelines based upon what's possible, not set in stone. So, okay, it's time for you now to step away from readings, from chasing readings. Okay, you want some information now, you need to go to your higher self. You need to go to your inner self and start to become sovereign and accountable. Because they're screaming out to you right now. And all the information's there. Everything is within you, is inside of you at the moment. But it's unutilized because you choose not to. You choose not to use it. There's massive amounts of potential. We don't try. We either do or we don't. Okay? We either do or we don't. We don't beat ourselves up. Oh, yeah. What are you doing now? Later never exists. So you've just got to make that choice in the moment. That's all any of us can do. Because when we're like, do it later, I'll do it tomorrow, it doesn't matter because we only end up doing it now or we don't end up doing it now because now is all we have. But it's time to go within. The information's there. It's all within, but it's waiting for you to utilize it. Because all the focuses that you're focusing on at the moment, this is all the distractions, all this stuff that you're worried about. It's only the way you're thinking about it. It's an illusion. All the resistance in your life at the moment is what you've created and what you've given power to. Try and bring that power back to yourself, to center, to utilize your wisdom, learn from your experiences, and harness that mystic power. No one's going to do it for you. There's not going to be some download that's going to make it all easy one day. Yeah, we get downloads of information. That's usually from the universe saying, oh, you get it now because you've experienced it now because you've done it now. Okay, so time to be that warrior. It's time. It's time. I hope that's helped you, Kate. This is why we're here. This is why we're all here. I hope that's helped you.
Okay. Can you just bring your focus back to your heart chakra area? Now, there's tightness. I feel a lot of tightness around your chest area, but it's more closer to your solar plexus area, stomach area. A lot of tightness, a lot of tightness. I'll just keep it to that. Your solar plexus is out. I'll state that clearly. There's a lot of energy around this area that I'm feeling, but so what I'm picking up mostly is where your focus is, and your focus is externally. Everything Brooke mentioned, you can look outside, you can go out there and try to do things and try to find things, and they're out there to be found. So you just got to start looking. So the moment we open ourselves up to wanting to make the change, and it begins with a want to make the change. The moment you make that decision, that's where the change, and that's where it all begins. Sometimes the easiest path is normally the right path, and when we sort of look at things, and if they look too easy, we sort of avoid them because they're just too easy. But sometimes that's exactly what we need to see, that things are easy. Complications are normally because we want to confuse, or they're confusing. That's the only reason they're complicated. But everything's pretty easy. Your focus is to be on you, and at this moment there's too much focusing on what's going on or what you need to be doing. It's like there's something that you need to be doing, but you're not doing anything about it because it's something that you need to be doing. You need to bring, well, it's advisable, bring yourself back to you. Keep your focus on yourself. Thinking that this is going to take care of the situation, or that's going to take care of the situation, is just avoiding and giving your power to someone else or something else. It's always something else that's going to come and make the difference for us, or it's somebody else or something else that's causing us this. No, nothing other than ourselves are causing whatever it is, the excuse that we're using that it's been caused to us. We do it to ourselves, and the way we do it to ourselves is the way we're thinking. Alter the way that you think more positive about yourself, knowing that you're exactly where you are, and at the right moment, that's what you require is presented to you. But if you're constantly looking outside of yourself, trying to find something out there, you're going to miss what has been presented right this moment. And it's always in the moment. It's not outside of this moment that everything you require is presented. So keep your focus to yourself. Look into the chakras and see how they are associated to the body, and how they really work if they're out of balance, and what the effects are. And I feel that you will see that by focusing on the chakras and seeing the effects that they have when they are and they're not in balance, you'll understand why you're feeling and going through what you're going through at this time as well. A lot to do with the thoughts, a lot of how you're thinking, has a lot to do with how you're feeling as well. So bring yourself back to yourself. Look at cord cutting and really understand what that truly means by cord cutting. Attachments to what it was and hoping that things will be the same, they're just attachments to what it was. You're not going to move forward. And moving forward is literally being present. So keep yourself focused to yourself. Stop overthinking things. Don't expect things to be presented to you, or don't expect things to be coming to you. Know that they're here. Stop distracting yourself, because there's a lot of distractions always looking externally. Everything you require is in this moment, and it's within you. Heart chakra can do with some work. You've got a lot of shielding, so that's a lot of hurt that you've gone through. A lot of connections to your solar plexus, which you're connecting, but again, do some cord cutting and learn what that means. Work on your sacral, because that is out as well, and keep yourself grounded, which is your base. And as you do those, then you can start working on the higher ones, which is throat chakra, third eye, and crown. But at this moment, the bottom four, from your heart downwards, they're the main focus that you need to keep, work on. I hope that's assisted you. Hello, Angelita. Hello, Angela. You're welcome.
Okay. Hey, Angelita. Pleased to meet you. How's your birthday going? We missed it. We're a day ahead. We always miss it. Okay, and that was donated by Cindy. Let me just see if there's any more donations. Well, if you would like to donate to pay it forward to bless someone else, you know, the universe really likes it. All right. Okay. What I'm going to do now is
I'm waiting for the is.
pick a number between 20 and 40, and I'll let the universe decide who gets the next reading. I'm waiting for my coffee to percolate. Between 20 and 30. Hey, Angela, Emma. Okay, Emma it is. One sec.
Well, why haven't you been around to see it, Amanda? I'm going to answer that one.
What's she doing now? Going. Pumpkin City at the moment. Tomatoes are coming to an end.
Angelita, I didn't start it. It just came on its own. The journey to that itself was very interesting in itself, because I was observing myself doing things at the time, paying attention to certain sounds that were a lot which will take forever to actually get to, but a lot happened, and it was a time where things were occurring for me, and toning was part of what was occurring, and through different sounds and through different tones. Originally for me, it was thinking differently. I actually was thinking it before I actually started to speak it, so it was actually coming through as a thought, and then slowly it actually started on its own. So I've never actually did anything for light language, but now I don't consider it light language. Nothing to do with light language. I do not state it to be light language. I don't agree with that term, light language, and for many reasons irrelevant to that. But it is not something that I trained in. It's just something that is natural to us. But to understand something that is natural to us, we have to let go of that which is not natural. So there's a lot involved in it, but I never actually, it just came through. This is about 21 years ago, after a particular episode in 2000. So I didn't start. It started on its own. It's I just started as a thought originally. I was just hearing things, and it was driving me crazy, of course. And then I started to speak it, and it just became natural. You just said me at first, trying to work out what it was. I thought I was possessed in the beginning.
Emma, Emma, you're missing. You're missing too much that's happening around you at the moment. You're so focused on where you want to be, on how things are going to be, that you're just chasing a feeling at the moment. You're chasing a feeling. And this ultimately acts as disconnect from potential, from your connection with the universe, from your connection with the moment. All right? I don't know who you're listening to or watching, but you're getting information from somewhere that makes you feel good. And because you're chasing the feeling, it's like, look, I hate to say this, but there are people out there in spirituality that just blow smoke up people's asses because that's all they know. They think they're doing the right thing. They're just doing what they're doing. But it feels like you've cottoned onto someone who's just gone love and light, saying you can do all this, you can do all that, just be positive. And this has shut you down a bit from true growth, from the true meaning of understanding yourself. Okay? And so have a look around at who's blowing smoke up your butt, because they've got you. Because I'm getting there's you're so focused on where you want to be and how you want things to be. It's like, this is, there is a lot of bullshit in spirituality where people go, oh, just do this and you can manifest this and this and this, and then we go chasing false light. We go chasing a destination. We always want to be somewhere else. And then we miss the true essence of what's around. At the moment, you're missing the true essence of what's around. Okay? First card I've got for you inverted, spiritual narcolepsy. It's like we spend so much time chasing the change and wanting to change that we miss where the change is. And we can think positive till the cows come home. But until we stand and start to be fearless and go, you know what? I'm in control. I'm in control. This is what I've created. It's time for you to step into creation. It just feels like you're too far ahead of yourself. And your bottom chakras, your solar plexus, your sacral, and it's starting to it's starting to block what's coming to your heart. Okay, there's an imbalance there. It's time to come back to yourself. There is so much change waiting to come in. You've got your intuition. I've got your guides, so whatever you want to call it, your inner self, the universe, screaming and screaming and screaming, screaming, going, Emma, Emma, Emma. You want to know how things are going to work out. You want to know where you're going to be. I want this unknown. People like, what's my journey? What's my path? What's my purpose? It'll unfold as you focus on the moment. It's being too ahead of yourself. Simplify things and bring them back to yourself at the moment. Bring them back to yourself, Emma. Okay? I'm just getting you're somewhere else. This is where you got to come back to yourself. You keep going to everyone else for information, going, how do I get here? How do I get there? I want to be here. I'm not where I'm at. Okay, but this is part of you accepting where you're at. You're where you're at for a reason. Okay, that feeling lost is that disconnection because you're going external at the moment to find what's inside, to find that singularity inside yourself, that singularity to the universe, that connection to the universe. You're going external to find it, hoping that someone, and it's okay. We can go to people and, if I just do this or I have this healing and that's, that helps sometimes. But it doesn't get us past the whole point of embracing ourselves, coming in within ourselves, understanding that fear is just what it is. But there's just, if we just want to feel good, this is where the trap is, Emma, at the moment. Is we want to feel joy and we want to feel happy, and that is good. So when we're not feeling that way, everything else is bad. So the shadow aspect of yourself, what you class as bad, is not getting a look in. Okay, and there's lessons there. There's stuff to be learned. This is why we got to look at all of it. We don't just go, I'm just going to be positive and focus on love and light and manifest all that. Okay. Manifestation focus plays a big part, but at the same too, if that's all there is, we're out of balance. And you're tipping over. You're out of balance at the moment. It's time to come in and accept that things are just where they are at the moment in your life. Okay. And bringing it back to your heart, bringing it back to yourself, clearing the space in your mind so you can start to look at why. Why are you lost? None of us should ever be lost. It feels like that. That's okay. But why? Why do we feel lost? Because we're trying to connect with something. We're trying to follow something that's not assisting us, that's taking us off our path. And at the moment, you're chasing stuff that's taking you off your path because you're playing the external game. Even in these difficult times, everything happens for a reason, and we must accept everything that's happening. Is there anything that we can do? Sometimes there is. Sometimes we just have to accept that things aren't going the way that we hoped. But there's always something to learn. There's always something to learn about the situation, about ourselves, to experience it. One sec. I'm sorry, I just got someone at the door. One sec. Sorry about that, Emma. So it just is what it is, Emma. It's just something that needs to be done, something that needs to be dealt with. There's always something there to be learnt. Okay? Sometimes we can go through this stuff and it's learned to go, you know what? Maybe I've just got to accept that people are acting like that for their own reasons and to show us that maybe we're in judgment or maybe we're in projection. Okay? Or maybe it's just to show us that we need to accept what's happening and that we do go through these things and nothing lasts forever. Or maybe it's trying to bring you to show you to come into the moment. Regardless, if you go within, stop looking, going to reader after reader, going, how's this going to turn out? How's this going to turn out? This is the unknown. Okay? Because fear of the unknown has come out for you. And your guides are around you. The universe is around you. The universe is supporting you in the moment. How's it going to play out? You know when it plays out. We don't feed the anxiety. Sometimes we just have to learn in these hard situations to make peace with they are what they are. And that is the lesson. But you so far chasing this here and there that and feeding the anxiety, the synchronicity, the flows that could be helping in this situation, you're going to miss because you're not present. You're somewhere else. So it's time to bring it back to yourself and accept the big picture of things, that this is just the way things are at the moment. Do we? Well, to get away with it, that's not your business, Emma. If anyone gets away with anything, what happens to someone else, that's not your business. Your business is you. So bring the focus back to you. Okay? And stop. The more you focus on the injustices or the way you think things should be, the more anxiety you're going to bring to yourself. And you don't need that. This is what we do to ourselves. Okay? Well then, this is the battle. I've got the warrior card here. Inverted. Be fearless and stand strong. Time to be fearless and stand strong, Emma. Turn that card around. You know, these are the lessons. These are not the easy lessons, but we're going to accept them and focus on them. Because the more you go external, the less harder it's going to be to learn the lesson. It's harder. It's going to be to deal with your anxiety. Okay? It feels like your gut's churning at the moment. These are the big lessons. These are the game changers too, if we choose to embrace them. No one learns shit when everything's rosy. Okay? But everyone wants to be rosy. I'll just be positive. I'll just be positive. We can be positive. Positive isn't going, things are going to work out the way you want. Positive's being, okay, I'm just going to accept things for what they are. And whatever happens, happens. And I'm good with that. We have preferences. As soon as we attach, as soon as we become over-attached to our preferences, We imprison ourselves. We imprison our mind. And that's when the anxiety comes from. So you have to let go. You have to let go in your mind. And just trust that you will get through this. And you can start to free yourself. That's where the real change comes in. Okay, but it's not going to be easy. But the sage here invented, be devoted, committed. That means it's going to take effort on your behalf. It's going to be a battle. Okay, you're going to have to use that inner strength. You're going to have to stand strong. But that's what we're here for, Emma. That's what we're here for. You put your mind to it, you put your heart to it, you can do it. It's okay. It's okay. This is what we do. This is how we learn. This is how we change. This is how we free ourselves. This is how we free our mind. Okay? I hope that's helped you, Emma.
Hello, Emma. I want you just for a moment bring your focus to your heart chakra. I always like to start people with the heart chakra. Just bring your focus to the heart chakra. That's all I want you to do, is just be aware of this area itself. Now, what I'd like you to do is think about, I want you to think back 1 hour. And if you can just visualize what you did in that 1 hour. Whether it's right or wrong is irrelevant. Just visualize it. You don't have to go too deep into it. But you know that you did certain things in the past hour. Go back another hour from that, so 2 hours back. And you've done certain things up to this moment here. If you go throughout your whole day, you can actually look back at your whole day. Now, if it was a movie itself, if it was an actual movie that you're going back into and looking at, everything in that movie played out exactly as it should have been played out. No, it wouldn't be any different than what you can actually remember. Same with movies. You watch a movie, it's playing out the way it is, whether we like it, whether we don't like it, whether it's right or wrong, it's irrelevant. That's the way that we're watching the movie. And at the end of the day, the movie finishes, we put it away, we move on. When we can look at ourselves like that, everything we've done behind us has happened exactly as it's supposed to happen. No different. Whatever you can remember, you cannot change it. You cannot do anything about it other than remember. And if it ever occurred again, yeah, you might be able to make decisions, but that's on the basis of it occurring again. But that which has occurred cannot be undone. It's exactly as it is. You at this moment are on a fork. Your path is at a fork, except the fork itself. Now, the path itself so far has been one with, you've got luggage. We all have luggage. We all carry luggage. Now, the part that you're at is, one part of the path, or the one path will lead you along the way with the luggage that you're carrying. In other words, with the ways that you see things, the way that you expect things, your expectations, your education, everything. The other path says you can't take any of that with you. So it's pretty much unknown. You can't carry anything that you know, anything that you believe in. Here's a path now. They're saying this is unknown. You can continue doing things the way that you know how to do them, or accept there are different ways, but you just don't know them as yet. If you constantly keep focusing on how to do things based on how they used to be, well, you're going to still be on the same path, hoping that things change. But in the moment, they are exactly as they are. You can now start going in a different way and looking at the unknown, and this is what the unknown is. Okay, well, how do I do this? I don't know. Great. The moment that you can accept you don't know, and you're not using the old ways, because the old ways have been exactly what they are. So once you accept that you don't know how to deal with this situation, you are presented with opportunities. But if you're focusing on how to do this or how to do that, you're not going to see what is actually occurring. Your mind is too much in trying to do things the same way as you've always done them. It's not going to work for you. It's not going to work for any of us. The energies that have been around lately are for that purpose is to stop doing things the way that we have been doing it. The old is not coming back, no matter how much we want it. What we've got before us, well, is unknown other than our imagination, presuming that we want it to be in a particular way. Open yourself up to receiving things without expectation, because you are blocked and you always see things in a negative. That negative is not going to assist you any longer. It has for the period of time that it has. Right now, start looking at, okay, well, how is this assisting me? What am I learning out of this? This is where you need to be with yourself. You are too focused and there's too much energy around you at this moment, pulling you outwards, trying to get answers here, trying to get answers there. You can, but again, you're giving your power to everybody else to make decisions for you, which is exactly what the past itself is. You're using the past to make decisions for you. When you get to the points where you can accept that those decisions that others have given you were right for them, the past was right for the past, right now, see, that's opening up the heart chakra, and that's being able to accept and dealing with something without judging it to be right or wrong and seeing how it is useful for yourself. Because that's all you require right now. You require confidence as well that things are exactly they're supposed to be. They are. Nothing is right, nothing is wrong, other than our mind trying to decide whether it is or it isn't. That's irrelevant. How is it right this moment? Other than your thoughts, right this moment, everything is exactly as it's supposed to be. Your mind will say to you, but it could be like this and it could be like that. Yeah, it could be. It's not. Start accepting the moment and start seeing the changes that occur within the moment. And then you'll start to see how that resonates outwards as well. But you have to bring yourself back to yourself again. Stop looking for everything out there and accept that there is this side or there is this side. You choose. You choose to continue as you are or start to see that there is a different way, but that different way takes maybe a little bit more work because we're so used to doing it the old ways that the new way is still unknown and we're all starting to get used to something completely different. That's the part that we need to accept. I hope that's helped you because there's not much more. Your focus is just so far out there. Bring yourself back here. Hold on to what it was and expect it to change or look at things in a different light. It's all yours. I hope that's assisted you. Thank you, Anna.
I just found a movie on spiritual growth. Check this out. That's it. Now showing a life flicks. My life as a baggage handler. We're all going to do it. We're all going to do it. There's no way around it. Okay. Hey, Pascal. How you going?
Good morning, Pascal. Okay. I'll be right back. Coffee time.
Coffee? Yeah. Just get one of these. Get one of these. Have an espresso. Oh, yeah. That's how you do it. That's how you roll. Okay. Who is there? Who would like a reading? Who has not had a reading? Coffee? Are you making coffees? Oh, there's still some here, man. Grab a cup. Come and pour one. It's still there. You want to know the future? Future's up to you. You want clarity? Let's find where the resistance, Pascal, is in your clarity. Okay, look, Pascal, at the moment, you're so worried about how things are going to work out. You're so worried about the unknown right now, okay, that you're missing all the signs around you. The universe is there speaking to you, okay? You've got your shields up. You're worried about the unknown. You're worried about how things are going to work out. You're like, what's going on? What's going on? You've created a wall around you that you can't see anything that's happening. Okay? The universe is just a reflect. Your reality is a reflection of you. Okay? But you've put barriers, you put walls, you put guard. It's like me versus the earth. At the moment, your inner self is trying to talk to you. But it doesn't matter. It's trying to guide you. Your inner self is trying to guide you. Your intuition, whatever you want to call it, it's trying to guide you, trying to give you messages, trying to give you synchronicities, trying to give you stuff all around the place. But because you're behind a wall and you're living behind fear, going, how's it going to work? How's the future? The future is the unknown. Till you let go of the unknown, you're going to be in fear. You're going to be in wonder. Okay, the first card I got for you is the Mirror Guardian. Take time to reflect. That's inverted. That's not happening. The Lord card, underneath that. Take charge with authority. That's not happening. You're in the victim mentality at the moment, Pascal, and this is what you've got to break. How's the career and that going to play? You don't know. What do you choose to create, Pascal? You're going to bring it back to you. Okay. Otherwise, get back in the taxi, and when he starts driving, go, where's he going to take me? Where's the taxi going to take me? I don't know where the taxi's taking me. Well, then get in the driver's seat. This is the choice that you've got to make. Okay. This nervousness, this fear, this guardedness, this is all surrounding you because you're stuck in the chaos. You're stuck in the victim mentality of the 3D. And this is what we've all got to break. This is part of it. Is accepting that we don't know how it's going to play out. And instead of and you're playing the defensive game. You're on the defensive game at the moment. You want to create in life? Time to get on the offensive. But you're shutting out your inner voice. You're shutting out your higher self, or whatever you want to call it, the universe. There's messages that are coming through to you, and then your fear's stepping in and trying to justify your actions. So you've got to work out who's in control of you. At the moment, this is just all what you're creating around you, this indecision, this fear. You're creating this. And until you can see that, you can go from reader to reader to reader, giving you possible timelines of what may play out. Is that going to help you? No, that's still victim mentality. . What do you want to create there? What is your instinct telling you? Is your if it's the instinct's telling you fear, 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 is it fear, or is it your ego going, I don't know, I don't know? What's stopping you from knowing? What's stopping you from creating? You've got to work out what you want to do, because what's around you at the moment is just a reflection of you. Okay? Because if your mindset doesn't change on the way you're going about things, you're going to stay like this. Circumstances might change, but it's going to show up again. It's going to be the same stuff, just different scenery, or the same. It's going to be much of the same. It's going to be, okay, this is the distraction of the worry at the moment, then it's just, you're going to move on to the next worry, then the next worry. Okay? It's just a reflection of you. It's time to take charge with authority. Start to create what you want. Okay? I don't know what you've been through, but your self-confidence, what's inside has been shattered. It's time to take charge. It's time to stand up, it's time to find whatever strength you've got to stand up and start and believe in yourself. Okay? That's where the change comes from. Not waiting for it to come to us. For the universe to go, here, I'll make it all rosy for you. That's not going to happen. But when you start to make it rosy for you, okay, you'll come into vibration, you'll come into alignment with the universe, and you'll start to attract those things to you. And then you'll go, why didn't I do this before? Well, we don't always know. You know, we're only human. That's okay. That's okay. Okay? But there's a voice in your soul. It's time to start listening to it. It's time to listen to that wisdom. And stop listening to the fears that the ego are projecting, or whatever else is around you projecting at the moment. Life is what you make of it. Pascal, what do you want to make of it? I hope that's helped you.
Brooke has pretty much said what I would say. Where your focus is at this moment is what is preoccupying you. We're all seekers. We're all seeking for something. Once we accept the moment, what we're seeking is presented to us right then. It is your focus, and that's what I kept thinking, because you're looking at altering certain situations, but these situations that you're looking to alter are very, what I would call ego stuff that we do, that we require to do. It's more about what is it that you're really looking for? What is it that you really want? Is it, is it all the shiny toys that are out there to play with? All those attractions that are presented to you? This is what you have to really look at. Are you looking for all the little trinkets, or are you looking for something deeper? If you're looking for something deeper, what you've mentioned about whether it's the right decision or not to be in a particular place or not, well, they're the little trinkets. They're more distractions to ourselves, keeping our mind preoccupied because we cannot be present within ourselves. Get yourself grounded, be present, accept what you have at hand, and if it's not the right decision, you'll know. If it is the right decision, you won't know. But it is being grounded, it is being present, and it is being aware of where you stand for yourself. What is your journey? Is it external or is it internal? If your journey is an external one, that's where your focus is going to be. And the focus of the external is always somewhere outside of yourself and somewhere over there. Here and now, it's you, yourself. So is it internal? Well, what does that truly mean? Ground yourself, be present, and start looking what it truly means to work from within outwards instead of allowing the outside world to dictate within. That's all I have for you. I hope that's assisted.
You're on mute, Brooke.
Sorry, Cindy. I didn't mean that. Yeah, look, that anxiety, that feeling in our heart, it's hard, Pascal. It's scary. That's okay. That's okay, man. It's okay. It's okay. We just pick ourselves up, dust ourselves off, and push forward. Okay? Push forward. Otherwise, because if we don't, we get 20 years down the track, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, and it's the same. Different surroundings, same thing, same issues. And we just go around trying to distract ourselves as best we can to avoid it. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, you can have a lot of fun doing that. Don't get me wrong. I spent years doing it. I had heaps of fun. But it still brings me back to the same point.
Emma, you should be able to jump onto Brooke's YouTube channel and watch the show again.
Your reading was around 145, 150, I think. 145 to 150, I think, around there.
Couldn't, yeah, possibly.
Yep. Yeah, I'll do this. There we go. Yeah, around there. Just rewind it a bit. When you see that flash. Well, thank you for agreeing. Okay. We've got more people here. Would anyone like... Oh, yeah. Would anyone like to donate for an extended reading? That would be much appreciated. Or even pay it forward for someone else to get an extended reading. Yeah, because look, Steffi needs hair on top and I need hair on the sides. We're both missing. This is both not whole. Hey man, we'd look a bit... If we combined both of our hairs, we'd probably look like... What's his name? Billy Ray Cyrus.
When I was possibly when I was younger, I used to actually really go. I've had long hair my whole life, but a couple of times I actually went less than what I have now. And these days I look back and think, well, I used to go for this look, but it's just very different, of course. No ponytail, no hair, close to shaved. That was then. This is now. Now nature decided that it wanted my hair more than what I did.
Did it? Damn. It's probably because we use too much chlorine. I don't know.
It's many things. It's stress,
things.
unbalanced. Look, everything at the time that where it was going from there, my world was being rocked big time. So stress, that is a cause. Being completely out of balance will cause it as well.
Or being completely out of coffee will cause stress.
Stress. Look, the stress. A lot of factors to it. Is it hereditary? My dad, my brother, my granddads. Apparently, parents have told me our line goes back with everyone losing their hair at a particular age. I lost my hair the oldest in everyone in our family. So there you go. I carried it for a little bit longer than everybody else.
I used to have hair down my back, Alison, when I was a teenager. I think it was, Man, I was like dressed like Axl Rose, had hair down the back. But yeah, Guns N' who was around those days? AC/DC were getting old, but it was still Guns N' Roses, Skid Row, Warrant, Motley Crue. Man, they were the days of rock and roll. They were the days.
Less on top, more other places where there wasn't hair.
Oh, you telling me you used to band dress like George Michael out of Wham because all the girls liked him. You were like, man, no.
And no, I didn't dress like George Michael on Wham. Just chased around. The youth was a youth, mate. Back then.
Oh yeah.
Different styles, different looks.
You see, I was sort of slightly more grungy, man, because my late teen years would have sort of was sort of more like the 90s, but Steffi's a bit older than me, so he was sort of the 80s. He was sort of the 80s in his teen years, and the 80s style was shocking, man. It was shocking.
The 80s style was pretty cool, mate. Come on, we grew up in it. For crying out loud, it was
padded
good.
shoulders, fucking synthesizers were big. It was all fun. So who's left there? Should we do run out readings? Been out 2. We've got about 9 people here.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, up to you. Look, my day is as it is. I'm sitting here at this moment. Waiting.
Oh, well, you can talk to everyone if you want. I'll take 5.
Talk to anyone. I don't need to talk. Anyone got questions? Ask a question.
Brianna, ask a question.
If I can answer it, I will. Yeah, about oneself though. You know, don't ask me what the dead are doing. I don't deal with them.
It doesn't matter. They ask a question not about themselves. You'll bring it back to themselves.
Of course I will. It's always about oneself.
That's it. What's up, Brianna? Go on. Spit it out. Spit it out, girl. Brianna? The truth lies within your sovereignty. Okay. Whatever's happening at the moment, you've got to bring it back to your inner knowledge. I got the High Priestess inverted for you. High Priestess is all about the knowing, the knowledge, understanding the mystery. Okay, but when that's inverted, that's being unsovereign, which is usually going to external. So bring it back to yourself, Brianna. Bring it back to yourself and go internal and use all the tools that you have gained to do what needs to be done. And the underlying energy was deny it, be brave and honest. Oh, that's a hard one. The ego doesn't like that card. Doesn't like it at all. Actually, the be brave and honest, the knight, that's usually the fuck you ego card, really. This just means that we've got to step past that and bring that back into check. Okay? Bring that back into check now. Then everything will be rosy. If you live in a rose garden. Personally, not a rose fan. I will buy them for certain ladies just to quiet them up. But as a gardener, I can't stand them. As a gardener, I cannot stand them. Yeah, I like the
You know,
roses, but not in my garden.
the rose is symbolic as well, though.
Yeah.
Symbol of spirit. It is. Yeah, there's a lot involved in the rose. That's why we get the Rosicrucians, the Rose Cross.
Yep.
Mystical. Look, they're all societies that have been around, but they're all based on the occultism.
Roses, roses, roses. What else does it mean?
Well, today we've got it associated with many other things. I mean, my favorite rose is the lavender one, or lilac, whatever you want to call it. If a rose doesn't have aroma, if it doesn't have an aroma, I have no interest. They just smell nice. But no, I'd rather not have them. They don't really do much. There's other plants which I like a lot better.
Yeah. See? That's it. Because you all just want life to be rosy, don't you, people? That's why you come here. Because we'll tell you the truth.
Alison, when you're ready to start hearing, you won't be asking for a message from spirit.
Alison,
so we ask for messages because we lack confidence. What we truly want to be able to do is express ourselves without consequences. It's easy to say that so and so has said this to me and this is why, but when we actually make the decisions for ourselves, take responsibility for how we're thinking and how we're acting, there itself you'll find everything you seek. Well, losing. And there you go. There's your message, Alison. Yeah, so that's the if you've heard me speak, you'd sort of see things very differently. It's not about asking spirit. Again, that's you're asking. What you're asking, though, where you're asking is denying yourself. So when we ask when we ask from something, we deny ourselves having those answers. We want guidance, but we expect guidance from something. When we're ready to accept ourselves for ourselves, who we are, and this is what I speak about. I speak about removing the beliefs that we hold on to. Holding on to those beliefs has the attachment and always sort of seeking something based on those beliefs. Remove those beliefs, center yourself, and well, what is it you do then? Is it you hear or is it you acknowledge certain things? I don't hear, I don't listen to spirits, as you would call it. I don't listen to guides. I don't do those things. I listen to you. So be yourself. The answers that we all seek for when we ask guides or spirits or angels, whatever it is you want to go out there and ask for guidance. The lacking aspect of it is that we believe we don't have those answers. We do have those answers. And any guidance that is out there, the guidance that it should give is to assist you on how to find those answers yourself, see those answers yourself, know those answers, because they already exist within us. It's not about getting anything back. It's that when you put a question, you wait for the answer. It's more about acting out to what it is. In the moment itself, what questions do you really need to know? So as you're accepting what it is in the moment, what is unfolding in the moment is what you work with, and what that itself is, oh, again, one's own interpretation at that moment. But waiting for something to tell you how to do things is missing out on what you are doing and how it's unfolding for you. Again, what we see in the moment and how it unfolds for us is based on how we think. What are we thinking? What beliefs are dictating what this moment represents? What is that conditioning that says that this is your moment right now? Break all those conditionings, break all that, pull away, see the belief for what it is, and just try working without a belief. Try doing things without the beliefs that you have. Spirit is a belief. The questions I ask myself is, how do I know all those words? What do they represent? Do I know them? Or have I just accepted what I've been told? The moment that I can acknowledge myself, what I know, and it's not what I've been told, because I don't actually know anything that I've been told. I believe it if I've been told and if I accept it. Other than that, who is it that I am? Am I the beliefs of what others have told me, or is there more? See, that for myself, it's a lot more than what we can believe. It's a lot more than what we can be told or what we have accepted. Nothing wrong with all those, but still, it gets deeper than what we've accepted and what we believe. Next. Did I scare you away? It is about being responsible for ourselves, taking that responsibility, and I suppose that's the hardest thing that many find, is to accept responsibility. Our actions. When we can sit and observe what is unfolding before us and we respond in the moment itself to what is being presented, things are very different to expecting or waiting or looking. It's just observing and responding accordingly. Everyone looks for peace. We always say, find your peace, find your peace. And that's what the moment itself represents for myself. In the moment, without thinking of anything, well, what stress? I mean, wouldn't it be peaceful when there's nothing other than the moment itself unfolding?
Okay. And you can always make a rookie mistake and go, teach me this universe. Okay. We'll pile on the stress until you work it out.
Oh, yeah.
But stress is an attachment. It's a prison of the mind.
And we're stressed because we're not in the moment. We're focusing outside of the present moment itself. And stress is, something's pulling us, or something's squeezing us, or something's distracting us, we're out of balance. I mean, all those things, and it comes down to our thinking. If we keep thinking that there's something else outside of this moment, well, we're always going to be out there, which is going to put stress on our bodies because we're pulling ourselves away from where we are. Balance, to be balanced, as they speak of, to get into that moment of flow, of unfoldment, allowing, we spoke of the rose. When you sit there, and if you can sit there and really watch a rose, from the moment where it's just a plant to as the bud starts to appear, and then as it starts to unfold, it doesn't just open. It's a slow process. It's unfolding in the moment that it's unfolding. It's not saying, oh, I should be this now. It's not even thinking that. That's how we think. Oh, it should be like this, or I should be like this, and this is what it should be. That unfolding, watching a rose in that moment opening up, it takes hours upon hours. Can you sit there watching it? When a bee's buzzing in front of you or a bird's flying, can you just observe it as it's doing it? Not where it was, not where it's going, where it is in the moment. Where's its wings, up and down? What's its actions? That's the observation of it as it's occurring in the moment. Tai Chi, guys. Do Tai Chi. Tai Chi is flowing in the moment. The movements themselves, the movements have a lot of relevance, but they're all based on symbolism. Assist with the chakras, there's mudras, there's a lot involved in Tai Chi, and that keeps you in the moment. As you learn the moves, slowly, it becomes repetitive. You don't have to think about them, you're just moving, you're just flowing in the moment. Tai Chi, Taoism, there's a lot in flow. They speak of flow itself and what flow represents and how it works and where we are. When they give you the example of be the leaf in the river and just go wherever the water's taking you. If you watch a leaf, and even if there's a rock in front of it, the leaf eventually gets around it. So no obstacles. Obstacles are just a different direction.
See, it comes down to attachment. We want things to be rosy, and we get attached to things being rosy because that's what makes us feel good. And then when we don't feel good, we fall apart. We get upset or we get stressed when we don't feel good. So our attachment to things having to be a certain way, all we do is create a prison in our mind. And we're going to break that prison. Right. The whole point of gratitude is accepting everything is how it is. Everything is unfolding.
Everything is exactly as it should be right this moment.
Sure, we do have preferences and we do like things to be rosy. But when we have such an attachment to how we think things should be, and we've just set ourselves up for failure because that's not how things are. It's about freeing your mind, not about learning. And if I raise my vibration, everything's going to be rosy. No, it's about letting go of all that. Letting go of that attachment that we have to ideals. Then you can be at peace. Then you can be free in your mind. And then when you're free, and you start to be clear, and in the moment, you make room to see. And then you start to flow.
So most people are afraid of the unknown. It is the unknown. We're all afraid of the unknown until the unknown is present. You see, the fear of the unknown always takes us to the known. So we always prefer to hold on to the known. That unknown itself is exactly what it is. And trying to use the known to describe the unknown is, of course, where we cause a lot of grief to ourselves. We're trying to put some form of education onto something that is beyond education itself. Bringing ourselves to the present and allowing the knowledge that we have, which we've gathered through our education, to be exactly that, and to acknowledge for itself that it cannot explain what the unknown actually is. Because if it could, it wouldn't be unknown. You see, education can never explain the unknown, and that's which we actually are. Again, this is what education does to us. Education tells us who we are, and we just accept it. That's the beliefs that we have. Who is it that we truly are without using your education? What are you? Where are you? Are you where you're focusing, or are you at a point or centered focusing externally and hoping for something? Whereabouts are you? Are you centered? Are you in this moment? Or are you thinking of what you need to be doing, although you are only in this moment thinking about what you need to be doing? How aware can you truly be? Where can you take yourself? Can you bring yourself here now to what it truly means, and not with the expectations of what here and now means, but using those expectations to be here and now? Hello, Mila.
See, hey, Mila. See, it's up to us. I mean, I was talking to someone the other day, and they were talking about something that happened years and years and years ago. And they said, you know, it still hurts. A memory is only a second away. And then we have an attachment to that memory. So, my God, if we can put ourselves into powerful places with a thought, but it can work for us, it can work against us. So what are you choosing to focus on? If you focus on the stress, you'll bring stress. You'll focus on the love, you'll bring love. I was going through some hard times. I was going through some heartache a while back, and I noticed that when I dwelled on it, I would feed that negative emotion. Okay, that low vibration. Now, I had to focus on something positive to shift. Okay, and it was hard. And I had to think about it and think about something positive, and it didn't suddenly make me feel better. It was a struggle. It was a battle. It was a fight. But eventually I got there after a few minutes. And then every time the heartache came up, I would shift what I was thinking about, and I'd become more efficient at doing it. Okay, to the point where you push something out, it comes back in. You push something out, it comes back in. But the more you practice that control of the mind, or taking accountability for your mind, the more efficient you get at doing it, the quicker it is. And the bad thoughts still come in. There's nothing you can do about that. But it comes easier to push out, and it starts happening less often. Okay? It's all about the battle of the mind, breaking that prison of the mind. Until we work out that we're imprisoned in our mind. You can't break out of prison if you can't recognize that you're in prison. We have to free ourselves. You can chase as much gifts and spiritual information you want. But if you just, okay, I'm not dissing all the modalities or anything. They serve their purpose. But if you just, this is what I see most people do, is they just want to let's exchange one attachment for another attachment, because this is a more happier attachment. And we can do that, and we can generally be happier. But until you work out that the whole problem is the attachment, not the negative, not the good, not the bad, is the attachment, you're entrapped in your mind. Do you want to truly break free? And then live in that peace. The attachments still come all the time, bombard you, whatever. That's just part of it. That's the part of the human experience. It takes time. But, going within and understanding yourself and understanding your attachments and why, this is what we're here to do, to break free from them. It becomes an absolute game changer. Then you move on to the next set of lessons, the next set of challenges. The old ones still come back now and then. That's okay. They don't have as much power, but they'll always pop up when that experience.
Holding on to, as you just mentioned, it's always there. You've got to remember that everything we've experienced, everything that we can remember is always going to be there. We can always tap into it. If we allow it to control us, that's where the issue is, because they're the only attachments. The only attachments we truly have are past tense. Nothing in the future, because it hasn't been presented as yet. If we want to speak about future, we don't know what's going to unfold in the next moment. We can presume that things will unfold based on particular patterns, but what we're truly holding on to is yesterday's idea, hoping that it will be presented again. It's still yesterday's idea, yesterday's memories, what we're holding on to, everything we're doing right this moment. Being present is literally being aware that you are remembering certain things when you remember them, and you're doing it in the moment. When we hold on to those, that's where we start to fall into that trap of, if we did it differently, well, thinking about doing something differently and constantly focusing on it is creating the situation for you to do it differently. And most of the times it's always the same, but it's never the same with the same individual or circumstances. They're similar, but not the same. So we keep thinking about it. And what do? Well, we create it. So in the present moment, being aware that we are remembering, and that's how it was. It was like watching a movie. That's how it unfolded. Yeah, did I like it? Didn't I like it? Well, we learn what we like and we don't like. And we can use those experiences to move forward and say, well, I don't have to put myself in this position again. So this has been present. Well, if the situation occurs again, well, how did you react last time? Well, that's what you use the memory for. That's how I reacted. Well, I don't need to react that way because that was the outcome at that time. This is where we become very conscious of what we're doing, conscious of the moment itself, how it's unfolding, conscious to what someone is saying, their actions, observing. If it's a moment for us that is required to respond to a situation, we do. If not, well, we move along and experience the moment for what it is. We don't hold on to how it was. If someone was angry, well, that's how they were. That's who they are. That's what's it got to do with me if you are angry or somebody else is angry. Either to play into that game and get angry as well, or that's their journey. Move on. What's my journey? See, what's important is to assist others, which is what we all want to do. We can't do that until we assist ourselves. And we can only assist at the level that we've assisted ourselves. So how much assistance have you given to yourself? How much assistance are you giving to others? Is it at the same level? Are you offering what you know, or are you offering what you believe you know? So there's a difference there. Get to know for yourself what it is. Get to know who you are, or better off, get to know who you are not, to express it in a particular way. And that can only occur in the moment by not holding on to, as Brooke mentioned, all the attachments. And those attachments are our memories. Don't allow the memories to dictate your moment now.
Leona, your mother, what you say there, she just would have had regret of something she can't go back and change. And she fed it to the point where it got her in that headspace, which is human. Just something she regretted that she can't change. She might have been going through the the 5 steps of grief till she made peace with it. Maybe, maybe not. That's her journey. That's for her to work out. But that's okay. We're human. It's okay. It's what we do.
That is what we do. We're concerned, and there's nothing wrong with it, but it's more about being concerned about yourself. Where are you? You know, focusing and being direct at this moment. Your mother passed before Christmas. Focusing on what happened to somebody else, why they had to go through that situation. How is it assisting you? That's what you need to ask. How is this assisting you to know where that individual was and what state they were in at that particular moment? With respect to their situation, this is you now. How do you move forward? How do you take care of yourself? Because as much as as I said, we do want to take care of others and we do concern ourselves, how is this really assisting you? Is it just your mind? Because that's what it is, really. It's your mind playing over a situation or someone that's holding on to something. The only person that can truly answer that question will be your mother.
Yeah, Leona, I can look. My mum passed away just over a year ago, and I watched her hang on to the same lesson and not let go of it her whole life. And I watched it affect her body, affect all sorts of parts of her, eat away at her. You know, hanging on to her pain. Now, but you know what? It's okay. It's her experience. It's her lesson. She, you know, I took on part of her projection, and I had to see that for myself and not let it affect me. Okay, that was part of my experience, but it's up to her, for her experience, to deal with her stuff and to work her stuff out. That's okay. It's just we've got to, we've all been there. We just got to understand everyone's like us. Everyone is like us. They've got their own belief systems, their own attachments, and it just is what it is.
If we accept karma for what it represents, and karma is just like playing a game. Really, it is. You have all these lives. Your life itself is a different game, but it is like a game, and this is what karma is. You're in the first level. You have 3 lives. Until you get through, you'll die once, you'll die twice, you'll die 3 times. Until you get to the level and you get to the next level, you'll keep coming back until you actually get through to the whole game. How many times do we need to play the game, or how far along each level have we gotten to? We all play the game differently. No one's playing the same game. They're trying to make us play the same game, but that's a different story. We all play a different game, but we're all at a particular level in that game. Some have gone past 1 level, some have gone past 2nd level, some come to the end of the game. They just move on, go to another game afterwards. But to get to the end of it, how many times did you have to go through it? This is your journey now. That was their journey. Your journey is where your journey takes you from here, and how aware and awake you are and what you're actually after it for yourself. There are others. You can go to mediums who contact the dead, and you can see what they say for you, but I'll leave that to those. Okay, mate. Well, it's 12:30. You've been on for 2.5 hours. Is there anyone else there? Any more donations?
Has anyone else donated? I didn't see any.
No. Hang on a sec. I'll be right back.
He needs more coffee. He needs coffee. I need food. So what are you doing, Penny? Thursday night? Your work, Mila? Any questions, anyone? Any question? No. Getting ready for bed. Nice. Nice. So is everyone all good? Don't need a card? You're all good? Anyone want a card? That sounds, I don't know, almost. Yes, I'm fabulous, darling. Is that what you're saying, Penny? When I see the word fabulous, I always sort of get that image. Absolutely fabulous. No? You know, it just reminds me of one of those old queer guys. God bless them. So everyone's good? Let's see.
Hi, Penny.
Yeah, Penny, you want to... Don't have to have one. But if you'd like a run-out reading, put a 1 in the comment section if you haven't had a reading, and I will pull you a card. That's awesome, Penny. Me too. It's the way to be. Absolutely fabulous. Oh, fine, Penny. Fine. I thought you were good. What do you need a card for if you're that good? Yeah. Penny, accountability has come up for you. Just as a reminder, I've got the cause and effect card. I've got reap what you sow and open your mind. Okay. Okay, just spirit reminding you that manifestation karma is action, is movement. Okay. So just thinking positive and put some action towards it. Okay, just a friendly reminder from the universe. I hope this helps you.
Throat chakra, Penny. What aren't you saying? What aren't you speaking about? What are you holding back on? Throat chakra. Lumpy.
Let him have it, Penny. From a place of love. From a place of love.
Speak your truth. Go on. You're holding back. Stop it.
Yeah. You're worried about what they're going to think. Yeah, don't worry about it. That's their problem.
Mm.
Yeah. Ditch the pride. Less pride. Pride more. Oh, that was a shocking joke. You work it out. Change your hair color to blue.
No,
Throat
don't
chakra.
do,
No, why not?
no, don't do it. You know, there's a meme going around that
Okay.
certain animals, when they're nasty animals, have a particular color that they present. You know, like the blue ring octopus, for example, shows it's blue when it's ready to attack. So other animals do different colors. And when I say all these people putting all these colors in their hair, I'm thinking, okay, dangerous, 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 dangerous.
It's better than grey. I think mine's sort of greyish, but not white grey. Yeah. It's just dull. Used to be a blondie. Marie. Marie, time to bring your focus back to you. Okay? You're on this path, worrying what you want, where you should be, how you want things to work out. This is what everyone does. They like, I want this. I want this to be my reality. And you know, all you're doing is you're missing reality. You're missing the moment. You're missing what you should be processing. You're missing what you should be absorbing. Okay? Okay, you're always looking for a destination. When I get here, when that happens, I'm going to do this. That you're missing the moment. You're missing the interface of the universe. You're just missing it. Time to get out of your head and start to fall in love with what's in front of you now and what you're doing now. Okay? Because if you think that when you get somewhere you're going to be happy, boom, you just lost the whole point. It's about being happy. It's about the moment. Okay? Activations, gifts. Don't worry about it. Be present. Okay? It's about understanding yourself, your mind, your center. Okay? Most gifts are just astral tools. People get caught in astral tools and think that that is what it's about. They're just tools. Don't be a tool. Be in the moment. I hope that's helped.
I think you came in a little bit later, but most of our themes and topics here are being present, allowing the moment itself and what is presented in the moment. There is a lot around you at this moment, which, oh yes, this, and oh yes, that, and that's what it pretty much is. And as Brooke mentioned, gifts. You know, when you come to a self-realization, you realize what a gift truly is. And I can say to you that you might be looking for gifts, but you'll miss the biggest gift that there is if you keep looking externally. It's all about being present and in the moment. So speaking about activations, you know, what is truly an activation? I can say to you an activation is an insight. And those insights already exist within us. And as we do the work and center ourselves, the activation has happened a very long time ago. We just got all this stuff around us that we keep holding on to that distracts us from what we are capable of. Focus on your heart chakra, and that's where yours is really, is at your heart chakra. Keep yourself grounded. Base chakra needs some work. And get out of here, because your mind is overthinking it, overlooking, because you're actually looking, overlooking. So keep your focus on your heart chakra and focus on ground and base chakra. Hope that's helped you.
Yeah, it's hard. We try to grasp and attach. But activation, I've been going through activations, and what I've been doing is letting go of attachment and coming into the present, then starting to see things through what they are. And that has changed my actions. That's true activation. Not do a meditation and it changed me a lot. The light within. That's good. Are you a Capricorn? Oh. Telling a Capricorn what to do is like telling a Taurus what to do.
As long as you tell me that I have to have coffee, I'm fine. But if you tell me that I have to have coffee, I'll argue with you.
See, it's hard because we have to attach. Part of it is detaching from the identity too.
Well, that's all. So it's the ID or the identity that is attached to everything. But it's not really attached to it. Once you realize how we're not attached to it, we try to hold on to it, never realizing that we're holding on to something that has been. We're only holding on to memories. All attachments are memories, and that's what we truly hold on to, because we can't really hold on to anything. If we work on time itself, right this moment, everything that is occurring right now has become the past. It's a memory. So if we work on that itself, that basis, what is it that we're holding on to, if not just the memories of what it used to be, hoping that that's how it's going to remain, or imagining there's something and then we hold on to that. But even the imagination is past tense. It's still a memory now. So what do you want to attach to? What do you want to hold on to? Which memory do you want to hold on to? They are memories. They're yesterdays. They're before this moment. They're following. You see, that's an interesting word. Memories follow us. And if that which is following is always behind us and we're holding on to that which is following us, where are we going to be? Always chasing this moment, because this is the moment that we call the future, and the future is the present moment in my books.
That's the prison of the mind. Well. That's the prison we have to break out. There's no way around it. We've got to break free of that prison. And people just teach us generally to, okay, let's just move to a better prison. Let's just grasp, let's just get attached to something else that's a bit nicer. Donna? Donna, you're trying to shut out too much. Okay, there's stuff that you're dealing with at the moment that you need to process. Okay? It's about understanding for you. And it's about learning how to let go. But there's so much stuff that you don't want to let go of. You want to hold on to it. There's too much stuff you're holding on to. Okay, I've got the drifter card here, your middle card. Experience life as it comes. Okay? There's too much attachment to how you think things should be. And then when that happens, is we find it hard to accept things for how they are, or we're attached to a preference. Okay? 246. Donna, you might have to go back and watch this. Okay? We get attached to a preference. And then when we get attached to a preference of the way we want things to work out, we're like, oh, I'm stressed now. I don't like that. That's not good. When is the good stuff coming? And then we miss the whole point. It's okay to have preferences, but not be attached to them. For the moment, this is called transmutation. When we start to accept, people want to go, I want to transmute that to love. I want to transmute. Yeah, that starts by accepting things for what they are and not holding on to them. That's how we transmute it. It flows through us. We don't need to hold on to it and go, oh, I need to change this. I need to change this. It's already happened. It's already moved. First card I've got for you is the Fool's Embrace. That's inverted. Transmutating pain. Let go. It is what it is. You've experienced it. Understand it. Now let go. The memory will come back. There it is again. That experience, the feeling of that experience. Thank you. I remember now. Then let it go. Okay? The drift of the middle card, experiencing life as it comes. That's life. You've got to stop projecting things on how they should be. Because there's people around you that you're missing out on. There's connections, there's soul connections, there's people around you, okay, that you're shutting out, that are there to assist you because you're holding on. It just feels like there's people around you that you're closing out because you can't see. You can't see what is because you're holding on to ideals. You're holding on to experiences. You're holding on to the way you think should be and the way you think things shouldn't be. And that's clouding your perspective at the moment because there's so much richness and stuff in front of you right now. And it's just your perspective at the moment. Okay, but that starts with you just understanding that some stuff's okay, it is what it is, and let go of it. Okay? It's okay to be human. This is what we do, Donna. This is what we do. Okay, but don't get let's go and just be happy. No, doesn't. Well, what is happy? If we just want to be happy, Penny, then when sadness comes, which sometimes it happens, when we have lost or something like that, then it's like, oh, I am not happy. Something is wrong. I am sad now. Is it something wrong? Or is it just something to be experienced? Or is it just something to be processed? Or is it just something we have to deal with and acknowledge? We've got to stop having this attachment. Okay? And that's where the peace comes. It's not about happy, not about sad. It's about peace. And it doesn't mean that we don't become heartless. Actually, more so the heart flourishes when we start accepting things for what they are. It becomes a lovely spot. You start to move in on that singularity. You start to accept things for how they are. And then the universe shows you so much more. It's a joyous space. I hope that made sense, Donna.
Donna, all I'm going to say to you is when you get the opportunity, go out and find yourself a beautiful flower and just sit with it. Now, when you find that flower that you're going to sit with, speak to it and state to it very clearly, but you have to know this for yourself though, and accept this for yourself. Say to the flower, I know I call you a flower because that's what I've been told that you are. Can you tell me who you are? Can you tell me what you are? And sit back and wait for an answer. Not your mind, wait for an answer. And that's all. That's all you need to do. See what Spirit has to say to you if that's what occurs. But don't go around expecting it to be what you've been told, because what you've been told is not going to speak to you. Speak to it with an understanding that you don't know what it actually is. Penny, what Brooke mentioned, I'm going to elaborate a little bit. You said when we state that we have experiences. Everybody experiences. We are experiences. Full stop. Now, the experience itself is called sad. It's called happy. It's called whatever you want to call it. That is an experience. When you can acknowledge that you are having an experience and you're experiencing this thing called happiness, well, you're separate from it because you're acknowledging it to be something and something that you are capable of experiencing. Who is it that is truly experiencing it? Who is it that is experiencing whatever it is you want to consider you're experiencing? Or are you going to state that that experience is who you are? Are you the experience or are you the experiencer? Can you go to that? Who is it that is truly experiencing, and what is it that you're claiming to be? Because everything that we have is an experience. So sadness is itself an energy, a vibration, an experience. Are you that vibration, or are you the one that is actually experiencing that vibration called sad, happy, whatever you want to call it? So you either state, I'm experiencing, or you can state, I am sad. I'm experiencing sad, or I am sad. I'm experiencing happy, or I am happy. Oh, are you Penny then? You're either happy, you're either sad, or you're Penny. Which one are you? So when you get the mind, and this is the prison that Brooke is speaking about, that's the prison that's that we associate to. We associate to our beliefs, and our beliefs are the bars of the prison itself. That's how we've created. We created our own prison. You know, again, I've stated this, and I'll state it again. We go to school, we get educated, we learn how to spell and create a sentence. With those spells, we have a sentence. A sentence means crime. We are prisoners then. Prisoners to a particular what? Belief. The belief are the bars. So who are you? Are you the experiencer, or that's what you're experiencing? Think about it.
Hey, Presh.
Hey, Presh, what's your mobile number? I'll send you a message. Just kidding.
Are you still there, Presh? Still there? Type in if you're still there. You there? Okay, I pulled 3 cards for you, Presh. Look. There's part of you, Presh, that's I don't know what you've been through or your experiences, but to protect yourself, it seems like you become so disconnected from yourself that things have just been pushed down. Pain's been pushed down, stuff about yourself, self-worth, experiences. There's so much judgment and so much blame, okay, on things around you, on yourself. And this is caused like an anxiety in your heart, like a missing in your heart. Okay? There's an imbalance there. There's imbalance. Things sway to and from, this way or the other way. Okay? You can, it's like you can go from one extreme to the other really quick at the drop of a hat. Okay? This has got you in reaction mode. But at the moment, there needs to be reconciliation. There needs to be nurturing and self-love into accepting the past, accepting yourself, looking deep within inside yourself and getting back in contact with that almost that inner child that you once were at one stage. That, because there just seems like a bitterness, a heaviness. It's almost like a part of you's given up because of what's happened to you. Okay, there's a part of you that needs to be healing. There needs to be acceptance. There's a lot of baggage that you need to shed. Okay? This is because things are going to be topsy-turvy until you start forgiving yourself. Okay? There's a lot of forgiveness and a lot of reconnecting with yourself at the moment that needs to be done. Okay, to bring things back into balance. Things are still, okay, you've had to let go of a lot of people. You still, okay, now there's a lot of things about you that you have to let go of. Okay, you can get rid of the external, the people. Now, Presh, you've got to start doing the same thing for yourself, for things that you hold on to, and keep going there. Because this is how you come back into balance. This is how you create that connectivity with the universe. But more so, bring it back to you. Okay? So keep working hard at it. It's okay. It's what we're here for. Okay? But now it's time for you to what you did to the people that were no longer serving you. This internal things is the next for you to go internal and start processing that. Okay? So you've got some work ahead. That's okay. That's what we're here for. But if you can focus on that, you'll start to bring yourself into balance. Okay? There's a lot of work there, but that's okay. That's what we're here to do. Okay, Presh? I hope that's helped you.
I got nothing there.
Okay. Okay, Elspeth. I'll give you one.
Woodstock. Peace.
Hey, man. I said, hey, man. Far out. Trust in the process, Epstein. Trust in the process. Okay? There's wisdom inside of you. There's knowledge inside of you. Okay? But you have to exercise those tools. The steps there's an inner wisdom, there's an inner dialogue inside of you, and you need to listen to that. There's a lot more you know than you're giving yourself credit for, or there's a lot more you know that you're not exercising that inner wisdom, those tools to create more of what you need. You need to dig deeper. This is part of it. We need to, we have that wisdom. We've got to exercise it. It's like there was a movie called Blast Away with Tommy Lee Jones, and he said that a bomb. It was a movie about bombers. There was a bomb, and he said, I think it was that movie, and he said a bomb that is not detonated is like a cheap watch. It's nothing. It hasn't served its purpose. It's nothing. No matter how many millions or how complicated it is, it's useless because it hasn't served a purpose. Okay, I've got the key to wisdom. This card's inverted for you. You've got wisdom inside of you that needs to be applied and needs to be used. Otherwise, it's just a passing thought. Okay, but you have to have faith in the process. That you're so worried about how things are going to work or how to get how you want things, you expect them to be. But you've got to trust in the process, and you've got to exercise your right in that process and use that wisdom. You have the wisdom there. You need to apply it. And then you'll start to see things change for the better in your situation. Okay? I hope that's helped you.
Bonnie, just work on your base chakra and your sacral chakra, the two main that are standing out for me this moment. Base and sacral. Bonnie, is your last name pronounced Leveros? Is that Greek background or is that Spanish? Sorry, did I say Bonnie? I think that was meant for Elspeth. German. Okay. Leveros sounds very great. Surnames sounds phonetically leather. Leveros. And no, Bonnie, that sacral and was for Elspeth. Just your name stood out for me.
Bonnie, knowledge is power. What do you know? I've got 3 cards here, Bonnie, for you. And you know what they say? Exercise. Use your tools. They all say you need to start using your tools. You have tools. You have knowledge, Bonnie. You need to apply them. Okay? You want to go external, don't go. I know it's hard sometimes, but there's stuff that you're missing. The universe wants you to start using the tools, using the knowledge, using the power and exercising that. I'm feeling unbalanced all the time. Okay, well, where's the unbalance coming from? Use your tools. I'm feeling like people are attacking me and I'm in reaction mode. Okay, use your tools, clear your energy. Start using the tools to become more present. It's not going to suddenly fall into it. People just think they do a little bit here and there, a little bit here and there. We all do it. And it suddenly all falls into place. We need to step it up a little bit more. Why? Well, wasn't Buddha the one that said that's the big lie, is we think that we have more time? All we have is now. Utilize your tools, Bonnie. Utilize your knowledge. So I've got here, stand up and fight card. It's inverted. That's the middle card. Last card is process and absorb. Time to bring it all together. Clear energy. Set your grids. Get on top of that. It all helps. It all helps. It's all vibration. It all helps. But utilize your tools. Knowledge is power. But knowledge unused, unapplied, it's like the last reading that I just said. It's worthless. I mean, what did even Jesus say? It was one of the parables in the Bible. He said, pearls. He was talking about a pearl necklace, and he said, pearls to a what do you say? Wisdom to a fool is like putting pearls on a swine. It's pointless. There's no purpose. It's a waste of time. And unutilized, your knowledge, and like a lot of people, we'll go through that stage where instead of utilizing our own tools and exercising our own sovereignty and power, we go, oh, let's just get another reading. When's that going to work out for me? We go external. I do what I do. I go and put half a garlic bread in the air fryer and go, gratification. Now I feel better. We all do it. We're all human. Okay? Utilize those tools. Empower yourself, Bonnie. Hope that's helped you.
Bonnie, clear the energy around you, and you'll start to see how it actually resonates outwards afterwards. As you balance yourself and you bring yourself back into your alignment, the energy around you will shift as well. This moment, the energy is more you about where you're going, where you are at this point of time on your journey. That energy around you is only reflecting what you're not looking at within yourself. Work there. And you'll notice the shift around you as well. As we clear and balance ourselves, the energy around us presents or represents what or where we are in our own state. Again, it doesn't change what I just stated. You are going through what you're going through, and that will possibly be why you feel that you need to change it outside. It's changing the energy within you. It all comes back to us. It's not external. The effects that we have, what we feel externally, are actually internal. It's our projection and associations. As we start to center ourselves and be more present, the energy and the balance starts to shift. Once we start looking at things more of a positive, and no, I'm not going to go into your situation based on childhood. I'm speaking about more now. We either hold on to what it was and allow that to dictate what we feel right this moment, or acknowledge it, put it behind us, accept this moment, balance ourselves, and allow the moment. Other than that, what we have then is others controlling us or thoughts controlling us. Either be in control or let it control you. You are the one that chooses. You can make the decision to stand your ground and say, well, I'm not allowing the past to dictate anymore. Or you can just continue speaking about it and continue creating it and bringing it to the surface. And yes, you have to deal with it. And that's the whole purpose of therapy, is bring it to the surface, deal with the situation, acknowledge that it has happened. Can you change it? Can you alter that which has happened? Can you do anything about it right this moment? I don't know what your age is, but if something happened 50 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, how much of that can you alter? Yes, I'm not saying it was right or wrong or whatever the situation might be, but is that worth your sanity holding on to what cannot be altered? How do we accept something that happened a long time ago? Well, we acknowledge for starters it's not occurring. That's what really matters. It's not occurring at this moment. It can't hurt us. And the only thing that's hurting us is constantly going back and reliving it. That's right. Yeah, you can either continue thinking about it and reliving it and bringing that energy to the surface and needing to deal with it externally, or acknowledge that it's not occurring right this moment. Yes, subconsciously, our psychologically, when we go deep within ourselves, there's a lot that we hold on to. It's breaking all of those patterns of expectations. When we have no expectations of how things should be, this is how things are. And that's the thinking aspect of it. That's the way that we actually move forward. We acknowledge that what it was is not right now. What it's going to be, well, again, it's not right now. What is it right this moment? What thoughts are you focusing on which is causing you to feel whatever it is that you're feeling? And because again, our feelings are based on our thoughts. We react accordingly to how we think. So it's you, and you have to, yes, have to. Well, I'm not one to tell you have to do anything. You don't have to do anything, I say. Bring your focus to yourself. Keep yourself grounded. Work on your heart, opening your heart, because that's whatever it is that you're working through at this moment is bringing a lot of pain up this area. And this is the area that you need to focus on, which is your heart chakra and your breathing, because that's working together at this moment and they're not balanced. There's a lot happening with you at this moment as well. Physically and mentally, you're dealing with a lot. So keep out of your head, keep your focus on your heart, be in the moment and allow the moment to present to you what you have not been seeing. I hope that's helped you. One more question. What is your middle name? So I need to asking for your middle name. So, well, for whatever reason, I'm asking for your middle name, if you have one.
Yeah, Bonnie, see, that happens is, when you're living under threat, say with a narcissist, you subconsciously pick up hypersensitivity as a protection mechanism. So you have to you get used to treading on eggshells around everything. That sounds Australian.
Matilda. Bonnie, I'm going to give you a date. It's not going to be months, it's going to be years. Look into it, and I think that you might find some association to it. Go back to 1941. Between 1939, 1940, 41, yeah, possibly I can sort of see a little bit going into the 42, but it's more towards 41. 1941. Look into 1941, see what your associations you have to it. So look at pictures, look at history a little bit, see what comes to the surface, see how you feel about that. I feel that has something to do with you pulling yourself out of a lot of things. And yeah, 1941. I'll keep coming back.
And Bonnie, I have given you some homework. I just sent you something in Messenger. Put the headphones on, lay on your bed, have a listen. Listen to it in the car. It'll help you start to see the attachment, and it'll give you a perspective on the attachments. Because until we can start to release those attachments, they're going to be attached. And there's not much you can do about it. Okay. Thank you. No one's donated, have they? While I wasn't looking. No. Well, thank you for coming on. Thank you for coming on, Safi.
Thank you, Brooke, for inviting me.
Yep.
Thank you, Miss Punjanali.
Thank you, Cindy. Because life is just so rosy at the minute. Should be easy walk-ins for everyone.
Yeah.
Water off a duck's back, eh?
Yeah, just because she walks the whip, but you don't have to be that nice. I know she carries a whip with her.
Oh, that's
The
it.
truth.
Ben, I just stay out of her reach. Easy done. Whip's not that long. Well, thank you everyone for coming on.
Thanks, everyone. Have a good
guest, and we'll
good
see
night.
you next time we're looking at you.
That's right. Good night, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, whichever one time zone you're in. Bye bye.
Good dimension.
Hey.